guys, welcome to the channel everybody. My name's Tommy if you're new here, and if you're not, then welcome back. It's a Friday night and I finished work a little bit early, using my flexi time to get out and get some miles in while we've got some daylight. I hope to get about 30 miles in tonight, and you join me 3 miles into the ride north of Peterborough, and I've just skipped out the bits of Ferry Meadows because nobody needs to see them, but we are out on the country lanes heading on the Marholm road just past Ferry Meadows. It is about 14-15 degrees, so the shorts are out, and I'm sorry if I've scared a few of you seeing some bare skin. Maybe I'll please some of you, but it's so good to get the legs out and start thinking about the longer summer rides, and they're not that far away now. Let's crack on, see where the ride takes us. The reason I'm out on a Friday night riding my bike is because typical British weather is sunny and dry all week, and guess what, the weekend comes when we're all free to get out and do things, and it's going to rain. I'm not riding this bike out in the rain, so I'm getting out tonight, getting the miles in, which gives me my weekend back, and hopefully means it's a family weekend. As I mentioned, it's about 14 degrees, the shorts are out, I've got a short sleeve base layer on, and then as I mentioned in my last video, I bought a Rysel long sleeve jersey, and I've just got that on top to keep my arms a little bit warmer. And you know what, it's obviously versatile because it's working on a good temperature, and the other night when I rode I doubled it up with a long sleeve base layer, so hopefully it's a good bit of kit at a reasonable price. Right, 4 miles, let's crack on. Since my last upload, I've had a few new subscribers join the channel, so thank you and welcome. But if you do watch any of my videos and subscribe, please drop a comment in and let me know if you've subscribed and watching that video. It's always nice to know when people join. I've just come through Marholm. We are 5.6 miles or 5.7 miles into the ride, and I've got a tailwind, and all I can hear right now gliding along is these lovely carbon wheels whizzing through the air. There's no cars about, there's not much wind, well there is, but it's behind me, but it's glorious. It is glorious. It's not sunny now, the sun is in the sky, but it's behind clouds, but it's nice to be out again on dry roads in dry weather, and hopefully me getting out tonight means if it rains all day or all weekend, it don't matter. I got some decent outdoor miles in. The route I've ridden so far is my old commute to work. I work in north of Peterborough. I used to come this way every day, 15 miles to work, 15 miles home, so a 30-mile round trip every day was always good for the training. Now don't get me wrong, I haven't done it for many years, the commute on the bike. I might do a few in the summer because it's another way of getting some extra miles in and fitting it into the day. But as you saw a moment ago, we went through Marholm. We're going to head on the back road here towards Helpston. Helpston, we'll come off the commuting route that I used to do and head over towards Glinton, Peakirk, back towards Deepin I think, and from Deepin we'll head across to Maxey. But I've just realised something, that tailwind is soon going to turn around and going to be a headwind for me, but never mind, it's all good training. I think I've got pizza and beer for tea, so winner winner chicken dinner, oh, winner winner pizza dinner. Let's crack on. 7.6 miles in, there we go, into Helpston, 8 miles in. We're now in the headwind bit, heart rate's at 176, and that crossing we just went over there at Helpston, that always used to be the worst bit of my commute, getting stuck there on a cold morning, because you get cold quickly. I'm sweating. I stood there for 10-15 minutes at a time. But right, I'm going to clip you on, get my head down and crack on up here into this headwind and over the A15 from Helpston into Glinton. Whew. Let's keep going. 10 miles in, a third of the way through today's ride, hopefully. We're into Glinton now, and Glinton holds a close place in my heart because it's where my mum was born, my grandparents lived, and we're just heading past the church here where they're buried. So I'll give them a quick nod and say sleep well, Nan and Pop, over there in the corner. Whew, a few memories of this place growing up as a kid. The pub, the shop there used to be a sweet shop, and then what is now a Nissa, or a local shop, used to be the post office, where I used to head with my grandparents to collect their pension. Good times. Right, 11 miles in, let's get through Glinton, head towards Peakirk. We're now heading into Peakirk. We're just heading past the Ruddy Duck pub in Peakirk. I think that's where Mum and Dad had their first date. Mum, Dad, if you watch this video, actually don't let me know what you did in your first date. I'm not interested. Anyway, through Peakirk, let's continue on. I wasn't too sure if I was going to make it out on the bike tonight. I woke up absolutely fine, had a shower, had some breakfast. I didn't do anything in particular, but all of a sudden I got this sharp shooting pain in my right shoulder. Now I'm leaning on it now, holding onto the bar one-handed, talking to you, and I got no pain whatsoever, and I got no pain whatsoever while I'm riding. But I guarantee tomorrow I'll probably wake up and feel it again. I don't know what it is. I'll have to get Mrs. TJ to give me a bit of a massage, eh? See if that helps. Right, 13.4 miles on the back road now between Peakirk and Deepin, and I'll cut briefly through Deepin, and then we'll head across the A15, I think it is, towards Maxey, and back onto some of the back roads home. But I've hopefully got about another hour and 15 of daylight, or hour and a half of daylight, so I should be able to get some decent miles in. Into Deepin Gate. We're now into Northborough, and just up here, so we'll go over the roundabout and head towards Maxey. Can we time it right? Probably not. Yep, just get across. We're just heading through Maxey now. We're a bit sheltered here. The wind is slightly behind us, off my left shoulder as well. We're quite sheltered going through here. As you'll probably see from the ride stats at the end, it's quite a flat route tonight. There's not many hills or much climbing involved. And that wasn't necessarily intentional, it's just I thought I'd ride some roads I haven't ridden for a while, and they're ones that I haven't really filmed before as well, so hopefully it's somewhere fresh for you guys to see me riding, and adds a bit of variety rather than riding south of Peterborough down the Bullet Road all the time. Road ahead closed, well that's the way I was going to go, which means I don't really want to turn back on myself. Let's ask these guys if we can get through. I assume you can get through, yeah? Go, thank you lads. Yeah. Cheers, thank you. We've come to a stop now at the crossroads, or the rail crossing between Maxey and what would be Helpston. And I guess once we get on the get across here and go along the Helpston road, we will probably head towards Barnack and in past the hills and holes, I think, which should, we're on 17.9, 18 miles now, so we should be well into the 30s for today's ride, and if I'm not waiting here for too long, we should be aiming before it gets dark. 19 miles in, and we're now coming into a little village called Bainton. It's very picturesque actually, little thatched cottage roofs, limestone brick. Shame it hasn't got a pub here. At least I don't think it's got a pub. The next village along the route is Barnack. Barnack is where we'll turn to head back towards home. 20 miles in now, so we're definitely going to get 30. It's just how far into the 30 we get. We're now in Barnack, right next to the Hills and Holes, which is somewhere you can walk your dogs or have a walk in general, but by the looks of it there's sheep on some parts of it at the moment, so you've got to watch out for those. We've walked the dog here a few times in the past, but let me get my breath. 21 miles in through Barnack. Up here we've got the Bowls Club. There's more of the Hills and Holes with the sheep on it. You've got the Bowls Club just here, or the Cricketing Bowls Club, and then we will head further round towards Southorpe. It's so nice to be out on a weeknight again. So nice. There we go. That's the Cricket Club, and then just on the corner here is the Bowls Club over the wall. Have we got any stripes in the lawn? Oh no, not yet. Maybe it's a bit too early to start cutting that lawn nice and short. Next village along the route, Southorpe. 22 miles in. Whew. This is good tonight, this is good. If you've made it this far into the video, do me a favour, hit that like button and drop me a comment. Even if the comment just says, poop, Tom, you smell, this video's crap, at least I know you're still here. The route I'm cycling along now is part of Peterborough Cycling Club's 10 mile TT, which I think is on a Thursday night throughout the summer. I've never done it, but I've obviously ridden the route many times, but never officially done the TT. But up here is a little turning I'm going to take up a climb, and that climb is the sting right at the end of the TT, about half a mile before the finish line. So if you're not already on the limit along this bit, headwind maybe, this climb up towards Upton is going to finish you off. It's a cool old sport, isn't it? But we love it, we love it. Here it is. Look, we've already started going upwards, and when we turn here, we'll start going up even further. And this is that bit that will kill you off at the end of a TT. Turn here towards Upton. There you go, look at it. Crawl back. See if I've still got some climbing legs, even though I'm lugging around 90 kilograms now and not 70. Now I know I'm not riding a million miles tonight. I'm just about to hit 26, and by the time I get home it's probably going to be mid-30s. Now I haven't brought any food out with me, and I know that when I ride further, especially in the summer, I'm going to need to eat and drink more on the bike, and I haven't got a problem with that. But I'd be interested to know what people in the comments or watching this video carry with them on their bike, food wise, and then how often they eat something. I mean, on my long rides I was always drinking water and a mix in my bottle anyway, but I'd probably eat every 15 miles just to keep topped up. But yeah, let me know down below, what do you eat when you're out on the bike to keep you fueled for those miles ahead? We're back nearly on the Stamford Road. We'll take a right at the end of here and head back towards the crossroads that I took earlier to go down into Helpston, and then from there it'll be a ride headwind all the way back to Ailsworth and Caster, and then one final climb up back into Ferry Meadows and pretty much home from there. 27 miles. The sun is just going down behind the clouds over there on the horizon. We are 29.6 miles in. Our next village is Ailsworth. Ailsworth then leads into Caster, and Caster leads to Ferry Meadows. But look, it's a peaceful little night, and I've definitely earned my dinner and a beer tonight. It's been great. I love it. I love getting out. It takes me a lot to get motivated to ride solo these days, but do you know what? I've enjoyed my last 2 rides solo, and that's no offence to Jake. Jake, if you're watching this, it's no offence to you. It's just been nice to go out, talk rubbish to the camera, look at the views, get lost in my own thoughts, and get some miles in the legs. And do you know what? They're starting to creak a little bit. This is the sort of point where, if I was going longer, I definitely need to eat some food. Right, let's keep going down here. We're down in Caster and Ailsworth, There's a pub there called the Waterlope that I've always cycled past but never been in, so I reckon there's going to be a couple of summer rides coming up where we finish the ride there with a pint before the sun goes down. But we are 31.2 miles in. I've got the last climb of the day, Love's Hill out of Caster into Frey Meadows. Well, in the big wing anyway. Nearly there. Come on, Tommy. Powers! And that is us. 33 miles into the ride, back into Frey Meadows. We'll get through here and head down to Elder Road and get home. It's been great to get out tonight. I've loved every second of it. Look at this old thing. That looks cool, doesn't it? Right. 35 miles exactly, with about half a mile or just short of maybe to get home. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. It's been great to get out. First ride back in the shorts on the road. If you like the content, please hit that little like, thumbs up on the video, and if you keep coming back and watching these videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Forgot again, didn't I? The route is on screen now for anyone that wants to see it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.